It's Kiss92 with Maddy, Jason, and Arnold, joined again by Dr. S.N. Yuen, who is an aesthetic doctor. And today, this is a big topic. Non-invasive fat reduction.
Yes, non-invasive.
Sounds like a dream come true.
It is.
So no surgery,
No surgery,
pain,
no.
presumably.
A little bit of
downtime.
discomfort, no
Little
pain.
bit of discomfort,
Yep.
okay.
Yep. And no
downtime.
Yes.
Wow, that is a dream.
Okay, yeah, it's a dream, but sometimes when they tell you if something is too good to be true, it probably is.
Yes, in this case.
So in this case, there's a caveat. It is good, but you need to be patient. All right, non-invasive weight reduction, the common modalities that are available today in terms of technology, radio frequency, ultrasound, and maybe some of those cooling devices. So what it essentially does is that fat in our body is stored as fat globules. They're like circular bubbles that stuck down in your skin. So we use non-invasive methods to break down these big fat bubbles into its building blocks, namely fatty acid and glycerol, which are more easily absorbed by your body. So you remove it via your lymphatic systems. So we are in a destructive process. So we use
That sounds
heat.
awesome.
Yeah, destroy the fat
destroy the
cells.
fats.
Yeah, die suckers.
Yeah.
So does the science actually work?
Yeah, so it works, but it's important to understand how the science works. Okay, let's talk about radio frequency. So radio frequency as a technology generates heat. The heat is the one that disrupts the fat bubbles. But we know that the heat needs to be of a sufficient temperature before fat breakdown happens. And that temperature has been shown to be about 40 over degrees. If you try 40 over degrees on your tummy, it's actually quite hot. Not hot enough to scald you, but hot enough for you to feel a little bit of discomfort. I mean, you must keep that temperature for about 5 to 10 minutes for it to be effective. So if you think about it, 5 to 10 minutes of some discomfort is actually not that comfortable.
No.
But it is not as bad as surgery.
Okay.
And non-invasive fat reduction works in two phases. The first phase is you see some immediate improvement. That's what we call skin contraction, not fat breakdown. The skin tightens a little bit and you find that your waist suddenly slims down by a couple of mm or cm. So that's immediate. But the improvement that you get from the fat breakdown takes many months. So you see two phases in your improvement. A quick improvement, suddenly you find that it seems to plateau. It's like, hey, the machine is not working, it's wasting my time and money. But bear with it. The improvement should come after that. So there are two waves, and I think patients must understand that.
Interesting. How long has this technology been around?
It's been around for a long time.
Really?
Already.
And this is the most effective one of all the latest ones? Would you recommend that?
Kind of. I mean, there are many brands and there are many machines, but they use the technology, the science behind it is the same. It's how they apply and deliver that science. For instance, there are some other brands which use radio frequency at maybe 50, 60 degrees. So that's very, very, very painful. So you need sedation, and then that increases your risk. So the machine that I use is not so hot. So maybe I need to do more sessions, but each session is safer.
Now the all-important question, how much per session?
Okay, depends on the body area. So let's say for a tummy, a couple $100 per session. You should not run into the thousands per session. It is not that expensive.
And how many sessions would you need to actually
On
get
average.
good results?
On average, anything from 8 to 10 sessions.
And what kind of results can people expect to see realistically?
I think you can lose about an inch or so over 3 to 6 months, combined with a healthy diet, alright, and you have some frequent exercise. I think that's a very good result. So sometimes yesterday I just walked past a place and I saw up to 22 cm reduction. I wanted to go in and knock the door. Can you share with me technology? How do you reduce 22 cm from your waist in one session?
Lot.
There's a lot. So sometimes I mean, it just strikes me how come we see such claims. But for me, I'm very interested to just go in and can I have your brochure? I would like to buy that machine,
2 inches to me is already
It's a lot. Yeah. And sudden weight loss is also not good for health. You have to do it progressively. And it must always be combined with a healthy lifestyle, which is diet.
What is the one part of the body that people most often want reduced? Is it the tummy or
Yes,
the butt?
it's a tummy.
Tummy.
But not so. I think they do
They're
like
quite happy with their
butt.
Because
pump
everybody wants an hourglass figure. You think
always the
Dita
waist.
Von Teese, right?
Right.
So you want a small waist.
Yeah.
And what is that treatment again called?
Radio frequency, ultrasound, freezing, these are the technologies. Of course, there are many brands.
Alright.
My machine is called Exilis. I mean, there are Thermage, there are other.
More men and women seek this treatment?
Quite equal.
Really?
Because
Wow,
I think the tummy is a very
For the men, very sensitive,
yeah, it's a
right?
very
Yeah.
it's a very distracting area, so to speak.
The great equal.
Okay, next up, we'll talk a little bit about sagging skin, because once you actually reduce the inches,
Yep.
there's still that leftover
Correct.
skin that's
Maddie, are you
hanging
going
over.
to talk about
Very
your
good
armpits
observer-
again?
No. We're sticking to tummy today. That's next here on Kiss92. And it's not my armpits.
It's your friend.
That's a very
Yes.
pertinent question.
It's Kiss 92 with Maddy, Jason, and Arnold, along with Dr. S.M. Yuen. Earlier on, we're talking about non-invasive fat reduction. So you can freeze or heat your fat, and after it disappears, that few inches, you're left with some loose skin, right?
Yeah.
What do you do with that loose skin? Can you do something?
So that's the nice thing about using things like radio frequency and ultrasound, is in the process of reducing fat, they also tighten the skin.
That is great.
So you kill two birds with one stone. Yeah.
No
So
way.
radio frequency and ultrasound are actually well proven to be skin tightening as well as fat reduction devices.
You know, just now you said if it's too good to be true, then it
probably
probably is
is.
not. But that sounds too good to be true.
Yes, but then there's still the same caveats still apply. You need to be patient. You need to do multiple sessions.
And it is relatively speaking expensive, relatively.
I guess once you accumulate the sessions, 10 sessions, and you're doing extensive body areas, then it will not be very cheap, right? But I don't think it's prohibitive if we really want to do it.
Can women use it on their bosoms to tighten their bosoms after childbirth?
But then it might shrink.
No, but women complain that after childbirth, it's a bit sagging
it goes
a bit.
sideways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What can we do?
In theory, yes, that's possible.
But
You
nobody
can
really
do-
does it, is it?
No, I don't really offer that.
Women don't generally want to reduce the fat on their
Yes,
bosoms.
correct. So
Yes, dude. If you know us at all.
Okay, I don't know anything about women apparently. Forget I asked.
Yeah, but in theory it's possible because you could set the machine to go towards more skin tightening,
Right.
and less of fat reduction.
There you
That
go.
can be
This,
done.
I could be creating a whole new niche
Yeah, that can be
market.
done.
There you go.
Yeah. So-
What woman wouldn't want it? Never mind.
Yeah, thanks for the good idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea,
there
right?
you go. You can be his assistant.
That's right.
Part-time job. It's a backup.
Yeah.
That again was Dr. S.M. Yuen. Thanks for joining
Thank you.
us.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll come back with more of him here on Kiss 92 with Maddy, Jason, and Arnold. And along the way, if you ever have any questions regarding skin or aesthetics, you can always email us breakfast@kiss92.s. Always email us breakfast@kiss92.